Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, the big one. But before that, I will like to recognize, ladies and gentlemen, the presence of the president for the NBU and also vice president for the WBC, Mr. Hosseini to come in the ring right now, and he has some special presentations to make. Shall we please make welcome and give him a big hand of applause as he comes into the ring.
Malonga and Katherine.
All right. So he is going to give special honors and recognition to two people who have made huge contribution to Zambian boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, the first recognition goes to Katherine Perry. Shall we give a big hand of applause for Katherine Perry? Major achievements in Zambian and African boxing. And here comes the recognition.
Well, the African Boxing Union president, who doubles up as the vice president of the WBC World Boxing Council, recognizing the immense impacts that Katherine Perry has had in terms of boxing, not just in this country, but also beyond our country. Obviously, having won the WBC title that she won against Yasmin in Mexico in 2015, I think? Yeah, 2015.
Of course, yes. Katherine Perry, the first African woman to win a WBC gold title, the first African woman to win a WBC silver title.
Exactly.
Yes, so they're being recognized by the WBC Vice President, Mr. Hosseini Hawuchi.
Major contribution to the promotion of boxing in Zambia and Africa. Thank you.
I think well deserved also. I mean, Chris has been consistent and has churned out champion after champion using his Oriental boxing,
Malonga and Katherine
you know,
Perry.
promotions that has, I think, has been a flag bearer in many ways for Zambian boxing and to a large extent African boxing. And this is why you see a lot of, you know, boxers from neighboring Zimbabwe, Malawi coming to fight, you know, in tournaments organized by, you know, our Oriental boxing promotions, and of course Chris at the helm.
Yes, indeed. Christopher Malonga there, being honored for his contribution to the sport of boxing through promotion. As you may be aware, Chris and Oriental Quarries Boxing Promotions have promoted 28 events. So you can imagine 28 events is a lot of events and still going strong.
Absolutely. So two of Zambia's most iconic, most well-known figures in as far as boxing is concerned. It's gratifying, to say the least, Ben Saili, to see them getting just reward for, you know, careers where they've stuck it out, where to a large extent other sports disciplines like football are regarded as, you know, bigger and not normally get the recognition. But it's important once again to see that, you know, the world has been watching and their consistency finally has been rewarded and has paid off.
Yes, indeed. There we can see the government officials lining up.
It's wonderful to be here with each and every one of you. I just want to appreciate the sponsors of this wonderful tournament. Oriental Curries. We appreciate that you are keeping the country entertained with boxing and giving us title matches. We appreciate that, and as a ministry, we continue to support you and to support your endeavors. And I wish each and every one that is here a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A big hand, ladies and gentlemen.
So those were a few words by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Youth, Sport and Arts here in the country.
Mr. Kangwa is also a boxing Kangwa Chileshe is also a boxing enthusiast. He trains with Sting Stable. So there we go.
So here we go. The two boxers are about to be making their entrance into the ring. So in your picture there, you're seeing the Ghanaian boxer Michael Decardi Nelson making his entrance into the arena. An arena fully packed to the rafters, and the ring itself packed with dignitaries that include boxing royalty and, of course, government officials. Well, you have to give full marks to the Ghanaians for singing that song with a lot of passion as they make their entrance into this arena.
Yes, indeed.
Of course, hoisting the Ghanaian flag there with a lot of pride as they make the entrance into this arena, the government complex here in the heart of the capital city of Zambia, Lusaka. And very, very colorful attire that Michael Decardi Nelson is wearing. White with a touch of some pink as he makes his way into the arena.
There we go. The Ghanaian making his entry.
Yes. It's a game of fighting. Whether we like it or yes.
I may not be too sure, but I think that entrance was actually the national anthem of Ghana, the way it sounded. But anyway, I guess we'll get confirmation in the foreseeable future. It's kind of weird to see, if at all it is, the national anthem, to see a boxer make his entrance using
the national anthem. Well, very interesting. Now you can just hear the crowd. Yes, it was a national anthem. But this is not the national anthem.
This is certainly not the national anthem. And what you're seeing is the KBU champion. And of course, the man who is aspiring to become WBC, World Boxing Council International Bantamweight champion. The next 12 rounds will tell the story, but yes, that is the crowd favorite. And in front of him, this coach, Mike Weaver Zulu, and of course, on the right of our screen is another legend in as far as boxing is concerned, Charles Manucci, as they make their entrance into this arena.
Yes, Charles Manucci has held this title before, only at a different weight.
Yep. It must be said that David the Sniper Mwale is clad in attire from a tribe called the Ngonis in the eastern part of Zambia. He's actually Ngoni by tribe, and he's not afraid to hide it.
Not at all.
He's definitely
He's a
proud of
warrior.
his heritage, yes.
He's a warrior. Beaming with confidence as he comes into the ring. And the other flag you can see there is for the Zambia Police Service. As you may know or may not know, David Mwale is an officer in the Zambia Police. A sergeant, to be specific.
Ladies and gentlemen, shall we all remain standing wherever we are for the national anthem of the Republic of Zambia? National anthem, Zambia.
So yeah, the national anthem of Zambia sung with a lot of passion around this arena. And now with those pleasantries out of the way, we are just moments away from the main fight of the night. It is the WBC, simply put, World Boxing Council International Bantamweight title between Zambia's David the Sniper Mwale and, of course, Ghanaian Michael Decardi Nelson. 12 rounds, 3 minutes per round, constituting this particular bout. My name is Isaac Chipwatanga, and I'm alongside expert analyst and co-commentator Ben Saili in commentary position for this. Ben, we've been waiting for not just weeks but months, and these boxers have been doing a lot with the talking. Now the talking stops because they have to do the talking with their fists.
Yes, indeed, Isaac. It's been a long wait, highly anticipated, but the moment of reckoning is here with us. This is the main one. This is the big one. This is what the fans came out to see. All those numbers you see out there, waiting for this particular fight. And I don't think it's going to disappoint us.
I'm seeing placards in the crowd of David Mwale in his police uniform. I think that's a portrait of some sort.
Yes, it is.
I think maybe that's probably colleagues from the Zambia police that are in the crowd and showing their support here for the African Boxing Union champion, who on this particular day, in the early hours of the 29th of June in the year 2025, is aiming to become the World Boxing Council champion. And we're underway, Ben Saidi, here at the government complex.
Here we go.
Just for the sake of clarity, David the Sniper Mwale is in the predominantly black with a touch of white trunks. His opponent from Ghana, Michael Decardi Nelson, in the white and purple, or pink rather, trims. And of course this one is 12 rounds, so the two boxers sizing one another up, but it's the home boy, the home favorite on the front foot, if you like, showing nerves of steel and concentration, looking straight into his opponent's eye line.
Yes, indeed. David starting off very aggressively there. And, of course, keeping up his guard, trying to size up his opponent.
Let's not forget that both these fighters have 10 fights in their professional career, with obviously David Mwale an unblemished record of 10 wins from those 10 fights. His opponent has got 8 wins from those 10 fights, with 1 draw, and his last fight in India ending in defeat. So that is his only defeat in as far as his professional career is concerned.
Yes, David with an unblemished record, like you put it, coming into this fight strong, sizing up his opponent and trying to give him all those punches and see how much he can take it.
In the lead up to this particular bout, me and you, oh my God. What a combination by David the Sniper Mwale.
Don't blink, don't blink, don't blink.
Right hook with a left hook to go with it, and that's certainly connected. Another body shot from David Mwale just to see if how strong the ribcage is of his opponent.
Yes, let's see how this one goes, but David has started off aggressively.
The distinctive look into the eye of his opponent, Nelson Decardi.
David, of course, a very seasoned amateur boxer, coming into the professional ranks, having been an amateur boxer for many, many years. He joined Oriental Quarries as a young boy. I think David was about 10 years old when he joined Oriental Quarries. Finishing strongly there, David.
Absolutely, and the crowd definitely appreciating what they're seeing from David the Sniper Mwale, coming up the more aggressive in terms of the first round, in as far as this 12-round main event is concerned here at the government complex. And of course, round 2 is just upon us, but your overall submission of what you've seen in terms of the first round, in as far as this title fight is concerned at the government complex, Ben.
David obviously edged that one. He had a bit more in him. He showed more aggression. He landed more punches. I give that round to David.
I couldn't have agreed with you more, because he was on the front row from the minute, or should I say the second, that bell did ring. And he started and finished the round on the front foot. I think that has encouraged this sizable crowd that has gathered inside this government complex, inside this match arena here in the capital city, Lusaka. Round 2 is upon us as the rings are sound.
Showing good stance.
I was just reading through, Ben, the profile of Michael Nelson Decardi, the fact that his idol or his role model in terms of boxing is none other than Floyd Mayweather Jr. Any comparison in terms of his style that you've noticed in that first round that you have seen here?
Not as yet. Not as yet. I don't see much of Floyd in him, but let's wait and see.
And we're also talking about the punch that, you know, David Sniper Mwale has been talking about for months, the blackout punch. You think he's going for it in this particular bout?
Let's wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just wait and see.
And rings of chants going around this arena of let's go Sniper, let's go. And it looks like the Sniper is reciprocating that, you know, support that he's receiving from the home fans here in this arena. He's been constantly on the front foot, constantly in the face of his opponent, not giving his opponent any chance to breathe.
Yes, David is not relenting in his approach to this fight. He's taking the fight to Nelson. He's really giving it to him. He wants to show who is the boss. And the home crowd is not disappointed. The home crowd giving him all that they've got.
Whoa, that was a good uppercut and shot to the body before. Oh my God.
Yeah, he's giving it to him. He's
Those
taking the
were
fight.
solid punches. And believe me, we can hear the strength in those punches as he's, oh my God, that's a great
You
uppercut.
can hear
Breaching
the
the
thud
defenses.
of the glove. He's telling him to come.
Left uppercut. Left hook, right hook, left hook. Oh my God, that combination did really catch his opponent.
David urging the crowd. David urging the crowd to just give him the support. He's hungry for this fight. He's hungry for the belt.
In a blink of an eye, the second round has come and gone in a very jubilant government complex arena here in the capital city, Lusaka. He's definitely got a lot of that corner where his opponent is very concerned.
I can see Nelson shaking his head there. I don't know why he's shaking his head.
Well, I can tell you, the punches have been coming thick and fast and ferocious.
Yeah, he managed to get in a couple of his own.
Yeah, he did. He did. Look at that. Look at that combination. Look, that's David Mwale at his best. That left and right combination could prove lethal in this particular fight. Is it safe to say round one and round two to the Sniper?
Definitely. Round one and round two go to David.
Expert analyst and co-commentator Ben Sahili has it round one and round two in favor of the Sniper. On his home turf, he makes sure that he doesn't want to disappoint his fans.
Yes, indeed. He doesn't want to disappoint his fans and doing what it takes. But Nelson there standing strong, going steady.
We have to give it to Nelson. He's really strong because those punches are being thrown at a ferocious speed and, of course, packed with a lot of power behind them from the Sniper.
But I must say, Nelson has been quite steady in his approach because being an orthodox and fighting a southpaw, it's usually very difficult. Southpaw boxers usually have an advantage. And David, being a southpaw boxer, I thought would give him a bit of trouble, but he seems to be handling it quite well.
Absolutely. Of course, these pictures coming to you on ZNBC TV3, Prime Television, Musa TV, and the Facebook pages for both Mwebantu and Oriental Queries Boxing Promotions. You're watching history in the making. It's 35 years since a male Zambian boxer contested the WBC title fight.
Yes, indeed. That was 35 years ago.
How time has flown since the late Loti Gunduzani Mwale romped to that victory in the 8th round against Ray Akwae of Ghana.
Yes, indeed. It's another Mwale in the ring today.
Absolutely.
Look at that. Both boxers.
Mwale, or should I say the sniper, has been on the front foot literally from the first bell there that was rung in this particular bout.
The Ghanaian there showing good evasive skills.
Maybe no wonder his role model is Floyd Mayweather. He was very good at dodging punches.
Yes, and I can see that now. Look at that. Very evasive.
Ben Saini, who attests to the fact that the atmosphere in this arena is absolutely electric.
Yes, it is.
Fans are cheering on every single punch as the sniper aims for a comprehensive victory in this particular 12-round bout. Will it go the distance? As I say that, the bell sounds to signal the end of round 3 and potentially round 12.
A better round there for Nelson, a better round. He did better in that round. Of course, David was quite aggressive, but Nelson showed a lot of evasive skills. They are bobbing and weaving and keeping away from those punches. Now I do see why he was saying he is like, he loves Floyd Mayweather. That's his idol. I could see some of the Floyd Mayweather there.
I can't help it but notice that, you know, the sniper continuously is fighting with a smile on his face. But anyway, let's take in and soak in the action from all the highlights of round 3.
Yes, indeed. Beautiful guard.
Seconds away. Seconds out. Round 4.
Well, being a championship bout, we expect to see the scorecards of the referee at the end of this particular round. We should hear who's leading on points.
Again, a pattern that seemingly is consistent with the first 3 rounds. It's a picture of David the Sniper Mwale on the offensive, on the attack, and the rear guard and defensive qualities of the Ghanaian boxer in the name of Michael Decardi Nelson, seemingly holding on. Maybe a commercial break needed.
Yes, indeed. And probably a commercial break needed there for the two boxers.
I just feel that at some point, the Ghanaian boxer has to come out of this defensive shell and offer a little bit more as an attacking force.
Well, we don't know what his plan is. We don't know what his plan is. He's probably waiting for David to tire and then come back on the counter.
That is a strategy that has proven to be the downfall of many great fighters in the past, especially if you can weather the storm in the early rounds, which is something that is seemingly what Michael Decardi Nelson is trying to do in these first 3.5 rounds, so to speak.
David taunting his opponent there. Like I said, I don't like that very much. I don't like that very much. I want a boxer to go in the ring, do the business, and then you can do all the fun after. That's certainly not my cup of tea. Many a boxer have fallen prey to that.
Absolutely. the standard of boxing in the first 4 rounds has been of the highest of quality.
Yes, indeed. Absolutely fantastic. As we all know, Ghana is a boxing country. Azumu Nelson, former WBC champion, longest reigning champion under the WBC, coming out of Ghana.
And what is gratifying, if you're an African, is both these boxers hail from the continent. And it just basically underlines the fact that boxing is in a healthy state on the African continent.
Yes, indeed.
We're in the dying minutes, or dying seconds rather, as the bell rings to signal the end of round 4 in as far as this WBC, World Boxing Council, international bantamweight title between Zambia's David the Sniper Mwale and, of course, in your picture, Michael Decardi Nelson, who's been holding his own. It's literally been the offensive and attacking prowess of David Mwale and the ingenuity and defensive rear guard of Michael Decardi Nelson.
You see that? Just bobbing and weaving away, not allowing David to connect. Not allowing the anticipation. His anticipation is good. There we go. Oh, the scorecard there.
40-36 after 4 rounds. Giving us an update is Ali Kumgala, the MC for tonight. And based on that, I would put my money on the fact that I think David is in the ascendancy. It's probably David 40 and 36 to Nelson Decardi. What are your thoughts?
Definitely, I think those cards are in favor of our Zambian champion, the African champion, David Sniper Mwale. The Ghanaian not doing enough yet. Yes, he's been very evasive, bobbing and weaving away, but not scoring. So he needs to be putting more punches in.
But I guess what will give him a lot of confidence is the fact that he's not too far behind, only 4 points behind, and he's largely been defensive.
Yeah, 4 points behind is 4 rounds behind. That is 10-9, 10-9, 10-9, 10-9 all the way. So he's got to win some rounds.
Absolutely. If you're joining us, whether on ZNBC TV3 Prime Television, Musa TV, and the Facebook pages of Mwebantu or Oriental Quarries Boxing Promotion, you're watching the WBC, World Boxing Council Bantamweight International. It is Zambia's David the Sniper Mwale in the black and white trunks up against the Ghanaian boxer in the name of Michael Decardi Nelson in the white and pink trim, if you like, here at the government complex in the heart of the capital city of Zambia, Lusaka. 12 rounds, potentially. We're in the 5th round. In fact, 2/3 into that 5th round.
Yes, we're going well in this fight. And I hope the Zambian champion, the African champion, keeps up the momentum, and he'll become the WBC international champion.
It was interesting to hear his quotes yesterday because somebody asked him whether he's going for a knockout, and he says, well, I prepare for the duration of the 12 rounds. And it looks like he's definitely in that physical condition to last the 12 rounds.
Yes, indeed. But Nelson there keeping up that evasive act, not allowing David to score at will. Getting towards the end of this round. That's a slip, that's a slip. Oh, that is a knockdown. End of the round. Well, Nelson has got a lot of work to do now, because with that knockdown, that should be a 10-8 round. So there we go, Isaac. That's a 10-8 round.
Absolutely. It looks like David Mwale certainly in the ascendancy in as far as the first 5 rounds is concerned. And as Ben Saidi quite rightly pointed out, the fact that that is a knockdown, and by virtue of our scorecards, a very confident, a supremely confident David Mwale already in the lead. I think the lead might have just widened in terms of the gap.
Yes. After 5 rounds, David is leading by 6.
He looks a very concerned, a very worried man. Let's just soak in the action from the highlights reel of round 5. That definitely connected to some degree.
There we go in the 6th round.
The familiar pattern that we've seen in the first 5 rounds with David the Sniper Mwale. That one definitely connected
well.
with a hook.
Connecting well.
Oh my God.
He's
On
sensing
the front
blood.
foot.
He's sensing blood. David is sensing blood there. Got his opponent in the corner.
Those punches definitely now finding the intended target. And it looks like Michael Decardi Nelson is backing up more and more into the ropes. And that is not a good sign.
No, it's not.
That is connected. That's an uppercut. A combination of a right and a left.
Getting a telling off from the referee there. Getting a telling off from the referee there. That's not allowed. That's not allowed in boxing. Taunting your opponent like that.
With about 1 minute and 20 seconds, it is David Mwale on the offensive again.
He's got him in his sights, and he keeps landing those big punches.
He was smelling blood earlier on in this particular round, but he couldn't manage to finish him off.
Yes.
Michael Decardi Nelson hanging in there.
Yes, David has been the aggressor throughout this fight. Nelson just keeps evading him. Well, well, well. Point deduction there for David. Point deduction for David. He's got to behave himself. He's got to behave himself.
It's important at the end of the day to fight your opponent and not fight for the gallery.
Exactly. I've always said that. When you're a professional boxer, yes, you can do a bit of showboating and everything else, but don't overdo it. Michael Zulu in that corner must be telling his boxer to behave himself and watch it.
Special thanks to our sponsors, the Ministry of Youth, Sport and Arts, Big Tree Beverages, Castlepet, Zamtel, Oriental Quarries, 3 Trees Restaurant, Topstar, ZNPC, Value Tech, and Zisk General Insurance. We're coming to you live from the government complex here in the capital city of Zambia, Lusaka. And you can see the ferocious punches, the power in that right hook that David Mwale does pack. Another one to the forehead. I think this one was definitely David Mwale's round yet again.
Well, on that one, with that point deduction, that will be an even round. Because obviously that point deduction there put them on an even 9 apiece.
Maybe. So, round 6 has concluded. It means that we're at the halfway point. And here we go. Round 7 now has just commenced.
Oh, connecting very well there, David.
That one definitely landed.
But the Ghanaian continues to be evasive, bobbing and weaving.
It is something that we have to give him credit for, because
he's really weathered the storm.
Absolutely. And is still standing tall.
He's a very strong boxer, this one.
I don't know if it's me, Mike. I don't know if it's me, Ben, if I'm observing things that I'm not supposed to observe, but looks like the two boxers are holding each other a little bit more. Maybe now, finally,
energy levels
are coming to the fruition here.
Yes. This is where you want to know and see that you got to be in trim shape.
We are approaching just 1:30 in the AM in the morning of the 29th of June in the year 2025.
Yes, indeed. We started this fight on the 29th. Here we go. Going in with those body punches.
Trying to use a tried and tested target of trying to soften up your opponent by going with body shots.
Yes, David is trying to go with the body shots there, trying to weaken his opponent. He knows that if he gives him enough punches in the midsection there, he'll drop his guard. Swinging wildly there and missing his opponent. Isaac, what do you think?
I think this one has been a really, really interesting round. A lot of punches that did not land on the intended target. So maybe it's the script that we have seen from the first 7 rounds.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
But you have to applaud both boxers because of the intensity and the level at which, you know, is at a very high level. The quality of boxing that we have witnessed in the first 7 rounds in this particular bout.
I don't know what Nelson's coach is telling him there, but I think he's just telling him to go more to the body, But David's coach, Mike, must be telling him to take it easy. Don't rush it.
That one really landed.
Just take it easy and don't rush it.
That one really landed. That left hook and another one.
Those are strong punches. Strong punches.
Strong punches.
This Ghanaian has got a strong chin.
You can say that again. Here we go, round 8 now.
Yep.
Is this the point that the local hero starts to conserve a little bit of his energy?
He's got to. He's got to. Because this boy doesn't seem that he wants to go down. So he's got to take it easy. Conserve a bit of energy. Finish the fight strong. If he rushes this, well, you know what it means.
Absolutely. It's been a hugely entertaining fight so far.
Absolutely, absolutely, Isaac. This is a fantastic night.
If you're a boxer and you're an upcoming boxer in the art of defending, you have to applaud what Michael Decardi Nelson has done. If you are an upcoming boxer and you are more of the offensive type of boxer, then you have to applaud what David the Sniper Mwale has conjured up this particular bout. I mean, because these two boxers, I think, have honed their skills and know their strengths.
Yes, indeed. Nelson is very, very good defensively, but he should be putting up much more on the offensive. Because if you wait for too long, you might not be able to get those points on the board. He's got to be able to put some points on the board. He's very, very good defensively, but he needs to be a little bit more aggressive.
I'm surprised the way these rounds are just vanishing in thin air, because we're literally down to the last 30 seconds in a blink of an eye here at the government complex. And this is round number 8 of possibly 12 rounds in this WBC International Bantamweight title.
Yes, that's what I was talking about. David has got to be more relaxed and throw his punches with intent. But as you can see, Nelson, they're very, very good defensively, not allowing his opponents to, land those punches.
Well, we're at the government complex, and of course, this is the WBC International Bantamweight title between two of Africa's most brightest prospects in terms of the sport of boxing. It is David the Sniper Mwale up against Michael Decardi Nelson here at the government complex. We're live on ZNBC TV3, Prime Television, Musa TV, and the Facebook pages of both Mwebantu, and of course, Oriental Quarries Boxing Promotion Facebook page.
Look at those highlights.
For some reason or another, the crowd is getting a little bit agitated. Mike Weaver Zulu in your picture there, the coach, giving out some last-minute instructions to his boxer.
Not allowing David to sit.
Here we go, round number 9.
Into the last third of this championship fight.
It's a highly technical and tactical boxing bout between these two.
Yes, indeed.
Two of Africa's brightest youngsters in as far as the bantamweight division is concerned.
Yes, bantamweight division. That's a division that Azuma Nelson fought at.
It's been thoroughly entertaining stuff from start up until this particular point.
Yes, it has. It has been aggression against defense. But the unfortunate part about defense without attack is that you don't score the points.
Absolutely, and
the judges are looking at the punches that are landing. If you don't land those punches, you don't score the points.
it will be interesting to see the body language as round 9 ends and we embark on round 10 of the coach for the Ghanaian boxer, whether he'll be issuing an instruction to go a little bit more aggressive in round 10, 11 and 12 and try and finish on the ascendancy, or will they employ a similar tactic that they've employed in the first 9 rounds of this particular bout, which has largely been defensive mode.
Yes, unfortunately so. I would have loved to see more aggression from Nelson, but it's all intermittent. He's just coming in with, you know, sporadic punches once in a while. No consistency in the aggression. If he was a little bit more aggressive, that would be fantastic.
By my count, we should be in the last couple of seconds of this particular round. A round that has gone largely according to the pattern that we have observed in the 8 previous rounds.
I would love to see the statistics on this fight, though, in terms of how many punches thrown and how many punches landed, because David has thrown a lot of punches, but, well, he's missed quite a lot as well.
Maybe we might get an update in terms of where we are in terms of the scoring. We are officially 3/4 into this particular bout.
Yes, indeed. Well, there's the card. There's the card. Well, if Nelson intends to win this fight, he's got to win it by knockout. He's behind on the cards.
It's becoming very clear now.
Very clear. He's behind on the cards. He's got to win it by knockout.
A very, very aggressive start to this particular round by the sniper.
Yes, indeed.
Will he strike and will his opponent not see him coming? That is the big question in the next 2 rounds to come after this one, or potentially the 2 minutes in round 10 that remain.
Let's wait and see what he's got out under his belt. I would have loved to see more aggression from Nelson. I just don't understand why he hasn't been more aggressive.
Or maybe he's afraid of him being on the front foot could potentially open it up for one big punch that could floor him.
Yes, every boxer dreams about that big punch. Every boxer does dream about that big punch.
So applying the cautious approach to this particular encounter, but those 2 punches definitely landed.
He's taking quite a bit of punishment there.
Those 2 punches definitely landed in the corner there.
More holding, more holding. That's a sign of fatigue. I can hear the Zambian crowd cheering on David there.
With the famous Polo Polo anthem.
They're cheering him on.
This anthem made popular because of the Zambia national soccer team, but I guess the Zambians adopting it here in the boxing arena to try and lift David Mwale a little bit more and probably get him over the finishing line in terms of getting the victory in this bout.
Yes, trying to get him across the finish line.
We're down to the last 10 seconds in this
10th
bout.
round. There we go.
10 seconds in the last in the 10th round.
No. Very exciting matchup this one has been.
And as you observed, Ben, the Ghanaian trainer allowing his boxer to sit in the exact opposite, which is happening, as you can see on your screen, with David, the sniper Mwale, his coach Mike Weaver Zulu not allowing him to sit, constantly standing in between these rounds. Maybe keeping the adrenaline levels high as well, and not allowing him to rest on his laurels.
Not at all. Yes, indeed. Nelson there opting for the stool, while Mwale opting to stand. That also has some psychological impact on the opponent. Penultimate round this is.
Yes, we're into round 11 of a hugely entertaining fight of the highest quality in terms of boxing. A couple of body shots to the midsection by the sniper.
Yeah,
A couple of jabs as well landing there.
Trying to go for the midsection, misses with that wild one. Slowing down the pace there.
I think this is to the advantage of David, in my opinion, because, as you said, it's probably a knockout. That is the only way, you know, Nelson is going to win this particular bout, because I think he's nowhere near in terms of, you know, accumulating the number of points needed for him to pip David the Sniper Mwale on points in this particular bout.
Well, he's definitely down on points, and if he doesn't come up with a big punch, it's lights out for Nelson.
My suspicion is that, Ben, we might see a difference in approach come the 12th round, because I'm sure his trainer knows that his boxer is behind in terms of the scorecard, and they need to do something significantly dramatic in the 12th and final round to probably alter the scales in their favor.
Well, that is probably what the coaching staff might be looking at, but let's wait and see. Let's wait and see.
Maybe it was the strategy from the onset to at least just stay in the fight until the last round before unleashing all the explosive ammunition that are potentially in his armory, the Ghanaian boxer.
Well,
whether that strategy will prove to be the correct one in this particular fight, only time will tell. But as we say that, we're down to the last 30 seconds in the 11th round, Ben.
well, he does have a good knockout percentage, because out of the 8 fights that he has fought, he's won 6 by KO. So he does have a strong punch. He can take a knockout. So let's not rule that possibility out. He does have the possibility of knocking a boxer down.
He does, yes, but I was just looking at his official record as a professional boxer, and it will show you that all those victories came against Ghanaian opponents in Ghana. The only time he lost a bout was when he trekked to India. So maybe on that balance of scale of play, maybe not a very good traveler.
Well,
Anyway.
probably not a very good traveler. Not many boxers are very good travelers, but nevertheless, if he's looking for a knockout punch, let's wait and see.
Let's wait and see. It's do or die. It's the next 360 seconds to decide who will be the WBC International Bantamweight title holder after these 12 rounds.
Yes, we've only got 3 minutes to know, or rather 3 minutes for David Mwale to stay on his feet. If David Mwale can manage to stay on his feet for the next 3 rounds, he is the new WBC champion, WBC International champion. He only has to stay on his feet for the next 3 rounds because on the scorecards, Nelson is down.
So here we go.
Going for those body punches, trying to weaken his opponent, trying to see how he can take him out. Nelson coming out stronger. Mwale on the aggression, on the ascendancy.
We're down to 2 minutes, 10 seconds roughly in the 12th and final round.
Here we go.
Already in this round, I can surely say that David Mwale is leading because he's landed with a couple of those very ferocious punches.
Well, 1 minute and 50 seconds for David to stay on his feet. 1 minute and 46 seconds now for Nelson to come up with that big punch. That's what it is. That's just what it is. One boxer looking to stay on his feet and the other boxer looking for the knockout punch.
This is not helping Nelson at all. The holding on onto the...
The clock is ticking.
Exactly.
The clock is ticking.
It's about game management from David the Sniper Mwale's perspective. Not doing anything too reckless in these 1 minute, 5 seconds that remain of this particular bout.
He's got to stay focused if he wants to win this fight. It's been a grueling 12 rounds. For David landing that big left hook right over the top of the head.
We are down to the last 30 seconds in this WBC International Bantamweight title fight. It's David Mwale in the black and white. It's Michael Decardi Nelson in the white and pink. And it's definitely David Mwale leading in terms of the scorecard.
Well, it's just seconds to go before a unanimous decision is declared. That's from my cards anyway.
These two boxers has given it their all. And it just shows you that the crowd fully believe that David the Sniper Mwale has got the job done here on his home turf. It will go to the judges' scorecard for official results. But a strong showing from David the Sniper Mwale, and it looks like he may have gotten this one. As you look at some of the highlights from the 12th and final round, Ben.
Yes, indeed. I've got David winning this fight on unanimous points decision. Nelson just didn't do enough. He just didn't come to show the aggression that he has. Those knockouts that he's scored, that he's won, but I didn't see any of that today. He came here with having won 8 fights and 6 by KO. I didn't see that. I didn't see the aggression.
Almost non-existent as an offensive force,
No.
to sum it up.
Exactly. The offensive was out. It was off duty.
So now all eyes on the 3 judges and of course the MC to give us the official result in as far as the World Boxing Council, the WBC International Bantamweight that we've just witnessed here in Lusaka, Zambia.
Yes.
Will it be a day of historic proportion for Zambian boxing? Because we are literally 51 minutes into.
Yes. It's a question of history repeating itself. Well, I guess it has.
So the MC just making an announcement there to call upon the WBC Vice President to step into the ring for the moment that we've all been waiting for, a coronation of some sort. The biggest boxing bout in the young careers of these 2 boxers. They've given it their all. They've showed immense determination to stay on their feet for the duration of the 12 rounds that we've seen here at the government complex.
I would like to see Nelson go back to the gym, work on his aggression, and yes, he'll become a better boxer. But the exhibition that he showed tonight, that wasn't good enough. That just wasn't good enough. He needed to be more aggressive, score more points, and yes, the defensive part of his boxing, absolutely fantastic. But it's the attacking side of it which has been lacking.
It looks like it's a supremely confident delegation of Zambian officials there that the boxer has done the job within the 12 rounds here at the government complex, and we await for the official results from the 3 judges, and of course to be pronounced by legendary MC in Alec Mugala at the center of the ring.
Yes, indeed. We're waiting for the official scores.
A very concerned looking Michael Decardi Nelson, in my opinion. What are your thoughts overall?
Well, I think he knows it. I think he knows he didn't do enough. He should have done better. Let's wait for the fight commissioner to give us a scorecard.
So there's the belt that these 2 boxers were fighting for. And
A handshake there from the WBC Vice President, Mr. Husseini Hauchi.
of course, David the Sniper Mwale back in his traditional gear for, I would want to guess, one of the most important moments in his life.
Yes, indeed. The master of ceremony being given the results, I take it.
Ladies and gentlemen, results from the 3 judges. 119, 108. Judge number 2, 118, 108.
There you go. Unanimous decision there for David Mwale.
The crowd here goes absolutely wild inside the arena here at the government complex. And of course, the iconic WPC cap to go with the belt that he will receive. And of course, a distraught Michael Decardi Nelson there in your picture and being consoled by his coach. But yes, this is the decision that every single boxing fan in the country was looking forward to. And in your picture there, the new WBC International Bantamweight Champion, David the Sniper Mwale. I think well-deserved ban over the course of that 12 rounds because I think he was more of the aggressor and he definitely landed the bigger punches throughout the course of this particular bout.
Yes, indeed. Congratulations to David the Sniper Mwale and hard luck to Michael Decardi Nelson. Nelson came here to challenge for this vacant title, but unfortunately he didn't bring his fighting punches with him.
The fourth bout of the evening in the lightweight division, non-title fight. It was a unanimous victory for Simon Goma over Harvey Mukacha, 80-72, 80-72 and 80-72 for all the three judges. Bout number 5 saw Bachi Kaonga in the super mid-weight non-title fight, beating Limbani Masamba from Malawi by a TKO in the second round after 2 minutes and 7 seconds. On to the 16th bout, which saw Gracious Malembeka beat Paso Betazau in unanimous points decision, 40-36, 40-36 judge 2 and judge number 3, 40-36. Bout number 7 for the evening saw Ahmed Saad take on Donald Kampamba, and it was a split points victory for Donald Kampamba. Judge 1 scored it 57-57, judge number 2 55-59, and judge number 3 55-59. And of course, the main event, the WBC International Bantamweight title between David Mwale and Michael Decardi Nelson ended in unanimous points decision in favor of the Zambian. Judge number 1 scoring it 119-108. Judge number 2 118-108. And judge number 3 118-108. Congratulations to David the Sniper Mwale winning the WBC International Bantamweight title. Your final remarks as we end proceedings.
Yes, it's good night from me, Ben Siley, and Isaac Batanga, and we're calling it a night here at the government complex in Lusaka. Thank you very much.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye and God bless.